Hello everybody, Jason here with Sin City Living, bringing you today's video. Today we're going to talk about, this is for dealers, we're going to talk about some of the verbiage to not use, how to talk your game and how to deal your game to make it smoother, more efficient, definitely things you just to not say on the tables. You guys have noticed that there's no intro, and I've eliminated that for a little while because I have different things I want to talk about, and I'm just going to space it out throughout the video. I am going to start with the biggest news, and that is that I found an online casino that I can finally recommend to you guys. It's got, in general, good reviews. No place has great reviews 100%, unless they are, playing the game, getting deleted, stuff like that. But in general, it's got good reviews. It's been around for a long time. It's called BetUS. They cover all the United States and Canada, which is a huge thing. A lot of the online casinos don't cover every state. And they take both regular money and Bitcoin, which is huge. Bitcoin, supposedly the Bitcoin payouts are lightning fast, like minutes from reviews that I read about it. And they have all the games. They have a sports book that's really good. All the odds really in line with the Vegas sports books out here. They have all the table games, blackjack, variants, carnival games, roulette, craps. They have craps. They also have a section with live dealers, which is pretty cool. The live dealer online casinos are a lot of fun. And it does feel a little bit more legit, I suppose. But overall, again, it's legit. I contacted them, asked them some questions about how they do things. So if you're interested, just check the links down below. There's a couple links down below that'll give you some sign-up bonuses for signing up over there. And have fun with it, guys. Have fun with it. You got these dollar minimum bet and $5 minimum bet online casinos. It's a great way to practice your strategies and play around with your strategies. So, again, verbiage for the dealers. There's a whole lot of it. The first one I want to go over is one of the ones that just drives me absolutely insane. And this is one that I see with new dealers and weaker dealers, and even and really just new weaker dealers, because there are brand new dealers that don't do this as well because they realize how silly it is. When we are being taught, when we're going through school and we're learning about these bets and how to read the rail of the player, if they've got a lot of ones, they got a lot of white, we don't want to keep giving them white. So something hits for $14. Well, we want to pay them $15 and have them give us $1. So when they're being taught, you're being taught in the school that you're paying 15 for one. That's what you're doing. You're paying 15 for one because it pays $14, so you're paying 15 for $1, right? That's how we're taught as an explanation of what we're doing, because we also use that overpay in other situations where we're not taking money from the player, but we're using their bets and such. So again, we're overpaying for X amount. Don't say that to the player. I see new dealers, weak dealers, look at a player and go, 15 for one. Some people will get that. I would say over half to possibly even 3/4 will understand. The rest are going to give you a blank look. And I see the dealer, 15 for one, 15 for one, 15 for one. Like, what the heck? How do you think that means anything to the player? Because a lot of players don't actually know what their bets pay. If they do, they're not really thinking about, it pays 14, so if I give them $1, it pays 15. 15 for one, they just hear random words getting spouted out. A good dealer says, hey, drop me $1. That's all you got to say. Hey, drop me $1. Drop me $1. And if they hem, haw, and delay, then you just cut out the $14 and you give it to them. You give them those extra dollars, right? Just keep moving. But I see dealers, 15 for one, 15 for one, 15 for one. And when the player's just looking at them blankly or just fumbling with their chips, they just sit there like 15 for one, 15 for one. Just move on. Pay them $14 and move on. But stop saying 15 for one. That means nothing to the player. Just tell them, hey, drop me $1. That's it. Drop me $1. I see it with hard ways too. $1 hard 8. It rolls and a dealer will go, 10 for one. What? You see players that are like, huh? Just say, drop me $1. Drop me $1. That's all you got to say. Also, don't ask things, announce things. If you're a dealer, don't ask questions unless it's something that you absolutely have to ask a question on. Otherwise, just announce things. Because when you ask questions, the majority of the players will have no idea what you're asking, and now you just bogged yourself down into a super long conversation. You just had a winner come. You've got, somebody's got a couple of hard ways. Winner comes. You pay, unmark the points, and then you look at the player and go, hard ways working or off? Huh? Are your hard ways working or off? Well, I don't know. What do you mean? Do you want them working or do you want them off on the come out roll? What should I do? That's up to you. And you just get bogged down in this super long conversation for no reason. It's absolutely silly. And this, by the way, is something that is explained in the dealer school. It's just a lot of new dealers, weaker dealers, forget this. Don't ask questions. This is one of those things where you're on the stick and you just go, hard ways work unless called off. Announce it loudly. I hate those dealers that just mumble it. Hard ways work unless called off. Meanwhile, everyone's talking, drinking, cheering their win. Nobody heard you. Announce it. Hard ways work unless called off. Look at the other side. Hard ways work unless called off. Make sure you announce it so everybody can hear it. And then you just move on. You don't sit there. I've seen dealers, the stick dealers, that go around with the stick to every person. Your hard ways on or off? Your hard ways on or off? Your hard ways on or off? And you've got this 2-minute gap for no reason. Just announce. Hard ways work unless called off. Move on. Same thing when you have somebody that the point is off and somebody goes, let me get the 6 and 8 before the come out roll. Okay, cool. Good dealer says, okay, you've got a 6 and 8 off on the come out. That's all you got to say, off on the come out. Right? It's best to say it. It's not best to go, okay, $12, 6 and 8. Are you working? Did they say they were working? It's automatically off on the come out. You should announce it just to be sure, because if they're betting up before the come out roll, a lot of people, they just don't know. And then you've got players that like to get their bets in while there's time, and they know this is kind of a dead period while we're paying. Maybe the other side's still paying or something like that, so they get their bets in now, especially if they don't play the pass line at all. But they already know it's off. All you have to do, announce off on the come out. Don't say working or off, or are you working? Just off on the come out. That's it, and move on. If they don't want it, then they'll let you know. But otherwise, again, you get bogged down in a stupid conversation for no reason whatsoever. Same thing if somebody says, you've got a point and you got one of those superstitious players and they say, off for one roll. Okay, off until called back on. That's all you got to say. You don't just put an off button, say nothing, and then the next row go, are you working? Are you working? Are you working? Off until called back on, and then you just sit there quiet. You pay everybody else, keep going through the rolls. They will let you know when it's working. Right? Plus, you don't say, okay, you want this off for one roll? Okay, what about your hard ways? Off until called back on. Hard ways work unless called off. Odds work unless picked up. Move on. Just announce and move on. There are some times where you do need to ask questions. Actually, let me put this back up. The great one, come bets. Now, the come bet travels, and then you ask, would you like any odds? Don't get yourself bogged down. Again, move on. The policy says place bets come down. Procedure says place bets come down. If they want to keep the place bet up, they will tell you. I do see weak dealers that when the player has no idea what a come bet is, they just leave them both up. You can, but again, that's not procedure. The procedure says it comes down. So I travel it, I'm paying other place bets, I get to this player, would you like any odds for your come bet? And when they hammer hawk because they don't know what I mean, I might, and again, depending on how this player's been as far as following the game up to this point, I might say 10 odds okay? Because there's a chance, if I say that, there's a good chance they're just going to go yes. Because I've already realized how they play, and they're just going to follow our suggestions. Otherwise, if I say, would you like any odds? And they don't say anything, say down with no odds, and I move on to the next player. Again, I don't bog myself down. The game needs to flow. The game needs to flow, and the game needs to move. And it's not going to be helped by a weak dealer that keeps bogging themselves down in conversations. Follow your procedures, keep moving. You ask the pertinent question, they don't know, or they said no, you move on. Or they just didn't answer. Not answering is absolutely an answer. Would you like any odds? Silence. Cool. Down with no odds. You move on. Go to the next player. And don't get bogged down.
Same thing with presses. One of the things that drives me nuts is with a brand new player that has not done anything yet. This is maybe their first roll, second roll, something like that. So you don't have any idea how they play. Right? And say it's 6 rolls. And you've got a dealer. Again, it's a newer dealer, a weaker dealer. Would you like to press? Would you like to press? Huh? What? Just, why are you even asking? Did they say press? Have they done any presses prior to this? Then just pay them and move on. Pay them, move on, go to the next player. Do your job. Your job is to pay the place bets and to do what the player tells you. If they did not tell you to press, then why are you even asking? Just move on. Why are you bogging yourself down for no reason? Now, if they have been pressing prior to this, consistently or semi-consistently, then you can certainly ask, 6 rolls, would you like to press? If they don't say anything, I pay them. That's literally how long it takes. I ask, would you like to press while I'm cutting out the payout? 6 rolls, hey, would you like to press? Same bet. And I move on to the next player. Because if I got greeted with silence, then I'm not wasting my time sitting there just staring at them. Now, if they've been consistently pressing, and I know how they press every single time, then I might go, I pressed you up 1 unit, okay? And I move on to the next player. Or maybe they do a full press every single time. So, hey, I went ahead and pressed your bet. Press you up 24. And I move on. But I let them know, and then I move on. But otherwise, again, don't bog yourself down. You see so many dealers that bog themselves down with these questions, with these conversations, when there's absolutely no need for it. The game needs to flow. It's going to slow down, sometimes grind to a halt because of the players. There's no reason for it to slow down or grind to a halt because of the dealers. And when I see dealers that do this kind of stuff over and over and over and over and over again, it frustrates the heck out of the good players. I see it all the time. The better players leave the table. They get annoyed. You can see it. You can even hear it. Some of them are not shy about saying, oh, come on, or Jesus, let's go, or move, come on. How do you not know this? Just keep the game flowing. Let all the details work themselves out. There are procedures for everything for a reason. As long as you follow the procedures, the game's going to go fine. If you follow procedures, you're not going to miss a press. You're not going to miss a player that's off or on. You're not going to miss any odds. You're not going to miss any of that. So, yeah, there you guys go. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. We will catch you guys next time. Bye now. Thank you, everybody, for watching today's video. And as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So, again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and
how to build up, the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on T-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.